Yo, the reason why you clicked on this video means you have a desire to wake up. But I can tell you by the end of this video or this raw talk, you'll think very differently about exiting the matrix or becoming aware. I started to read philosophy books at the age of 15, and I was very interested in topics such as spiritualism and philosophy, and also sports, of course, and training and bodyweight movements, even though that I had the potential to become a very popular kid in school or in high school even. I never really wanted to fit in a group of friends. People observed me in a different way because of that, and mostly I got stuck in my mind most of the time. I was trying to figure out why I was set on this planet without any purpose. I was trying to deconstruct my thoughts by going into operational modes to subconsciously reprogram my mind or my reality, but that didn't really work. Or, I mean, in a sense, it did start something. Now, I just want to tell you that despite my luxury, good upbringing, good friends, education, and my advantages that I had in this world, I almost never found any satisfaction in external things. Whenever I overcame mental roadblocks or had epiphany moments in my mind, small wake-up moments, that's what inspired me to continue living. Because as a kid, I got into a early depression and I got really deep. And I didn't really want to continue living until I found one thing, and that is that you are reality. And the universe that you are projecting in front of you is like a beamer or merely a mirror of how you feel now and what your thoughts have been in the past. That made it crystal clear for me. What I was seeing in front of my eyes was merely a hallucination. That every second being projected by my mind was or is what I expect it to be and what will manifest. You could call it a spiritual awakening, a sudden exit of the matrix, or meeting God. It was scary and exciting at the same time, and it can never truly be explained by words. Whatever I just said was not enough, and maybe 1 in a million of the full truth. You can only experience it for yourself. This three-dimensional world with our language in it is clearly not enough. Upon that moment of depression and a sweep of my identity, felt like a good reset. I started to realize things one by one on how to increase my lifestyle step by step and how to become a better person for myself and especially for other people. The first thing is identity. You have an ego and it won't always be your best friend because it will constantly deceive you or keep you grounded. To clearly see the ego in its full effect, you can see it in someone else. If that person is raging and he's really mad and is just over the top, he's trying to get his thoughts and his belief system to be the only reality there is, to be the full truth. That's him and his ego protecting himself from other influences that might damage the way he thinks and behaves. You too have an ego, and that has been created from the moment you were born. Dragging yourself through kindergarten, school, high school, you were always assigned a number and a name. And you started to identify yourself with that. It's who you are. But that's bullshit. You are the same as your neighbor, your best friend, your worst enemy, your partner, the one sitting next to you in the train, and you are one because you are one with the universe. Everyone goes through that same process of getting a name, getting an education, and all those years until now, the external influence has created you who you are, and you'll start identifying yourself as the influence that you get. Someone that had a lot of pain in the past will bring up many times in a conversation what they have been through, and they will justify why they are the way they are. But you can detach yourself from that, only for you to realize that any external influence has nothing to do with you and who you truly are. You are the same person as the one sitting next to you in the train, or just the closest near to you. The only difference is the ego and the identity that has been created from the moment you were born. Upon that moment of small awakening and you truly realizing this, you can start reprogramming your whole life. And from the moment that you realize what kind of power this has, it might sometimes become really scary. And you will start to question other things in your life that you might not even want to know the answer to it. The first step is to realize who you truly are, and then looking at what your day-to-day routine or your day-to-day life looks like. See it as a game, like The Sims. You drag this character around and assign him to different tasks. Whatever the task he is doing, he will develop skills. And those skills he will be able to use for better relationships, physique, speaking skills, money-making skills. And if you will let him loose, if you don't assign him any tasks, he will start to choose his own actions. And by whatever he is seeing in front of him that has the least resistance, maybe a television, that will start a thought in his mind leading to an action of starting the television. This is you to the exact T. You too have that choice. You either go back into your ego and your identity and let whatever you see in front of you start a series of thoughts that will set things in motion that has the least resistance. So you will take action on the things that acquire you to do the least of effort, because people are efficient and maybe in a way lazy. Or you can zoom out and get a vision and clarify on what you truly want in the future. Then you might hit the gym, do a home workout, read a philosophy book, picking up your guitar. Those actions will lead to something that is greater than yourself. You will start to increase your lifestyle and you will feel way better in the future. Your habits and routines shape the way you are and how you look. And when someone delves deep into improving himself in many aspects in his life, he has this vibe or aura hanging around him. It makes you feel a little bit of FOMO, which is good in a sense. Now, this is probably going to be it. I don't think I will go any deeper. You have had more than enough to begin. First, realize that you have an ego and that the way how you are reacting towards other people or towards your thoughts and your feelings are just because of past traumas and education and influence. But you are one. You are one with the universe, and the universe is just a mirror of your past thoughts and how you feel. Upon that, you start to become aware of yourself and you change your day-to-day routine as if it's a game. That eventually will shape the person that you want to become in the future. Now, whenever you tap into mindless content or mindless entertainment, that is normal because people will always choose the least resistance. But you can detach yourself from that now. You are aware of that now. And there is no more escape. Because that exact thought will start running in your head from the moment you want to tap into laziness. And that's it. The end of the video. I hope this will set things in motion for you. And I want you to start questioning everything in your life, because greatness will come from it. Go ahead and check out some other content that I made and follow me on Instagram. And you can hit me up with a DM if you want any guidance with trainings or mindset or any self-improvement after all. See ya.